Welcome back. Not the best of days for banks, but then they've had their day under the sun for the last 6 weeks from November 1st to mid-December. You've seen many of the mid-cap banks do exceptionally well. Separately, banks have also been on a fundraising spree. One saw it especially in the public sector banks. Today, we have with us the management of South Indian Bank. The stock, of course, has been a big buzzer of late, rising 23% this month so far. Murali Ramakrishnan, Managing Director CEO, joins us. Good morning, Mr. Ramakrishnan. Thank you very much for joining us. Well, that is the first question, really. It is the season of fundraising. What about you?
We have identified that there is a need for capital infusion. Therefore, we have taken all the right steps in terms of getting approvals and fixing the quantum of how much to raise, etc. With regard to the actual timing of the issue and how much will be the first tranche of the issue and when we will come out, all that is getting worked out now. As you know, we are almost at the fag end of Q3, so we are closely looking at post-COVID recovery efforts in our portfolio and also closely looking at how all other numbers are panning out. So we have taken all the right steps, and once we decide on the quantum and the timing, we'll go back to board and take the process for closure.
So likely Q4?
Yes, the endeavor is to do it before Q4 end.
Okay. Mr. Ramakrishnan, market intelligence suggests that perhaps you're looking at a double-digit price as far as the QIP is concerned. If you could give us some sense of the quantum. You said you are mulling over, but would you have any ballpark in terms of the quantum you're looking at, and maybe comment on whether you're looking at single-digit or double-digit in terms of price?
See, currently what we have taken approval is for 750 crores as the first tranche, and maybe 500 crores subsequently. But with respect to the pricing, etc., as you know, we are now focusing on improving our fundamentals. So we are really not looking at the timing of the issue based on pricing. But however, we are quite conscious that if you are going to raise money at a lower price, it's going to lead to a lot of dilution. At the same time, we shouldn't be greedy and wait for the stock to go up to time the issue. So I believe the need of the hour is to beef up our capital. The first step would be towards strengthening our balance sheet, and subsequent tranches possibly we will raise it for growth. Therefore, we will have to play between the dilution of the existing shareholders and how much do we really need to beef up the capital. I think that would decide rather than a perfect timing of the issue with looking at the stock price.
You also said you're going to focus on the fundamentals. You use the RBI, the Supreme Court dispensation, because of which the asset quality looked better in the quarter gone by. Slippages were lower, gross NPA has improved. But tell us, over the next couple of quarters, what is the outlook as far as asset quality is concerned?
Yeah, if you recall, at the end of Q2, when I was addressing analyst call also, I mentioned about our moratorium book at the end of August end was about 17,000 crores. And if you recall, I said 10% of that is likely to slip into NPA, which is about 1,700 crores, of which we said 1,400 crores is likely to become NPA in Q3 and Q4. And apart from that, we are looking at about 1,200 crores of restructuring. The good news is that we are closely looking at the recovery, and I believe that these numbers pretty much hold good for Q3 and Q4. And in terms of restructuring, as of now, it looks like it will be slightly lower than the numbers which we had estimated. But then it's really we need to see how it pans out in this month and subsequent months in Q4. So I pretty much we will stick to that number which we announced at the end of Q2.
Okay, two quick numbers, Mr. Ramakrishnan. What are you expecting by way of recoveries this year? And two, what's your retail book and how much of it would you worry about?
Retail book, as we are looking at, it's about let's say about 14,000, close to 15,000 crores. See, we have a retail book composition is basically housing loan, mortgage, vehicle loan, and these are the principal ones which are there. Frankly, the total number, if you look at, I think housing and mortgage constitute a much larger portion out of 40,000 crores, which I'm mentioning. About, I would say 10,000 crores are in housing and mortgage. And as expected, mortgage loans definitely carry a little more delinquency than housing loans. But overall, we believe that the numbers are not really to be worried about, because this is what we had factored also. So I would say that it's not impeccable book, but definitely there is a bit of concern, especially in the mortgage loans. Otherwise, all others look okay. In terms of recovery, which is what actually I am focusing on. If you recall, I mentioned about the September recovery when whatever fell due in September, at the end of September when we took stock, we were at about close to about 80% of recovery, about 80 to 83%, and in which I talked about retail being close to 90%. Actually, by looking at those numbers again, it looks like now the recovery in terms of housing, mortgage, etc. are well in excess of 97, 98%. So as the month go by, I think customers are coming back and paying whatever is the due.
Okay.
Though we may not be recovering in the same month, we see a lot of recovery happening in the subsequent months.
No, I didn't mean collection efficiency. I meant, NPAs that you are able to recover. But regardless, just two more numbers. Expected average NIM for the remaining 4 months, 3 months, and loan growth.
The NIM will be, as I mentioned earlier, it will be close to 2.7, 2.6 to 2.7%. That would be the NIM. See, frankly, the asset growth at this juncture, as I talked about earlier, it's especially SME, MSME, etc. We are very closely looking at the kind of book which we want to build, because given that business models are undergoing changes due to COVID, etc.
Okay.
So retail, presently the structure which we are having may not necessarily be very conducive for really growing retail in a big way. So I am looking at a bit of restructuring retail so that we can really set it up for growth.
All right. We'll leave it at that. Mr. Murali Ramakrishnan, thank you very much indeed for joining us. We have to wrap up on Bazaar, and we do that on the note that the markets are at the lowest point of the morning. Will it be a trending lower market, or will the proverbial buy on dips come back? Chartbusters will take that action forward. Thank you for watching Bazaar.